Hi, I'm Lauren Rivers, and in writing news, I am working on a couple of short projects, which hopefully will turn out to be pretty good. One is just kind of, I guess, borrowed from inspiration from short treks. I've been trying to see if I can do a couple of, I guess, one scene stories that don't really have any particular plot, because even though I think 90% of what I do usually happens to be big, complicated affairs. I think I need to simplify at least a little bit and practice with some stuff that's just, I guess, a little less involved. So I'm hoping that'll help teach me a few things, and it'll be something different to do. Hopefully, it'll grow into, a couple of, a way I can produce more stories quickly rather than just having everything be so involved it takes forever to work out all the details. So there's that, and I'm also working on a Blue Moon short story, which I've entitled Logan's Run, which is supposed to be a reference to a movie that I honestly haven't seen, but it also covers the period, or at least some of the period, where Logan disappears at the end of my first novel, Blue Moon, and sort of covers how it gets into the second eventual book. So that'll be fun. And let's see, next weekend, and it's kind of hard to believe that it's already that time. Ben and myself and our sister-in-law and a friend of hers, we believe, are going to the Celine Dion concert for her new album, which it's the first time she's done a concert, I think, since her Taking Chances World Tour, maybe. And it's probably been, I guess, a couple of years since I've seen her in concert. I think the first time was about 10 years ago in the same locale. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be different. I mean, it's always a treat when I get to see Celine perform live. I seem to be one of the few people that I know that actually seems to really enjoy her music. But I've always liked her as a performer. I've always thought she was a great person, and it's a unique opportunity to get to see her live, and she's one of the few people that I would actually make the effort to go see in concert. So that's going to be fun. On Monday, I have my first appointment with the doctor to discuss HRT, I believe. I'm, a little anxious about it, but I know there's probably no real reason to be, but it's just kind of one of those big step sort of things. So we'll find out. And in some slightly more unfortunate news, I guess it was this Wednesday, or maybe it was. Well, I guess it was this Wednesday because it was no, last Wednesday. Last Wednesday, we had a small electrical fire, and what had happened was there was some adapters plugged into the cord to the air conditioner, and those started sparking and caught fire. And it just happened that my alarm to leave the house had just gone off 10 seconds earlier when I heard sparks and saw smoke coming from the corner of the room. So, reacting quickly, I went over to the other side and removed anything that I thought might potentially catch fire and lifted the cords off the floor. And once I unplugged them and we got to inspect the damage, it looked like the adapters were the source of the problem. I asked Schrag if he knew why they were there, and we didn't really know, but it was clear this was the issue. So we removed those, and things seem to be working all right. We've talked about possibly doing some electrical work in the house, but at the moment, both my dad and Schrag seem to think that there's no immediate danger, so I'm trusting them on this because I have been overruled as far as, and I think my initial response about, rewiring the whole house may have been a little bit of a panic reaction, but I don't know too much about electricity or, mechanical stuff in general, I guess, so it kind of was one of those things where I think my imagination ran away with me a little bit. Also, I guess in some more positive news, since these days every now and then I like to take baths, so I decided I was going to get some bath bombs to keep around the house and play around with. and I found this neat little set on Amazon that kind of caught my attention because the bath bombs are sort of designed like food. They even have this one that's shaped like a cupcake, which I thought was really cool. And so I had these. I tried one already, and I mean, it's about what you expect from a bath bomb. It fizzles for a little while, makes the bath smell nice, and it's fun. But if I buy them again, we'll see. Maybe I'll try a different variety or something like that. But I definitely think I'll keep them around the house more because, when now that it occurred to me, I will actually use these things. Unlike the bubble bath, which I bought and I don't know how long I've had it, found it in the sink and it was like, why do we still have this? So I just used it to get rid of it. But there's some things that I buy with the best of intentions, but then I never end up using them, like scented creams from Bath and Body Works. It's like I buy them, I think I'm going to use them, but I mean I use the alcohol sprays more than I use anything else, so I really just need to once I use these, just not buy more of them. And I guess the only other thing to report right now is that I got a Cloud plush from the new Final Fantasy VII remake. I saw it on their website and it kind of seemed intriguing. I think I also have some action figures coming eventually, but I think that's one of those things they're waiting for the release date. And I guess that's about it. That's all for now, so I guess the next update will probably come sometime in February. Catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, and if you liked it, click the subscribe button and leave a comment below. You can also find me on Twitter and a few other places on the web, or support me via Patreon or Ko-fi. Zebra hugs!